everybody. This is a last minute piece of video footage that I'm going to shoot. I actually did a video last night about the unboxing of the new iPod Touch with a case from Belkin as well as the new Nike Sport sensor. But what happened was I ended up not liking the first iPod Touch case and I ended up exchanging it for a different one, the Contour Design Showcase model. And the reason why I went for that is basically because it's outlined around the perimeter in rubber, and it also has extra plastic shielding for the top and bottom parts of the screen. Do an unboxing right now for you. We have the Contour Showcase model. It's outlined in rubberized plastic around the perimeter, and it's got clear shielding on the back as well as the front. And then on the bottom you have access to the dock here, as well as the headphone port. And then at the top you have access to the power button, as well as the volume rocker keys on the side. Here we appear to have some sort of a locking mechanism that performs as a latch that allows you to open and close the showcase. This is Trent. I'm doing a quick video update telling you guys what's going on in regards to my choice of a case for my new second generation iPod Touch 32 gig. I opted for the Contour Showcase model, which is what you see on here right now. The Contour Showcase model is basically clear plastic, and it also has a black rubberized border around the perimeter of the entire device, which is great. Now, I went for this initially because I figured that the rubber would add more protection and shock absorbency in the case of a fall, since I'm going to be running with this thing. It has a latch, a locking latch on the side here that allows you to open and close it by this hinge on the side, if you can see it up close. There's a seam at the top that doesn't stay all the way shut. If you can take a look there, if there's pressure applied, you can see the silver gleam of the iPod Touch inside. So whenever I have to press the two side volume buttons, or whenever I have to press the power button here, it just allows for this seam to come open a little bit. And I don't really like, you can see here I've got my receipt, and I've also got the boxing for it. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to the Apple Store a second time and look to get this thing exchanged. I had gone to the Apple Store earlier today to get an exchange for my iPod Touch case, which was the Contour Showcase. Well, I've replaced that with the Speck PixelSkin iPod Touch case. What I wanted to do is get the best case for my iPod Touch, since I'm going to be running with this during my 5-mile runs. Whenever I drop it, I don't want to have to worry about the case popping open because it was a hinge, or the case sliding open if it was a slider. So that's why I decided to go for the all-around protection of the rubber from the Speck PixelSkin brand. And then after undoing the snap, I simply slide out the plastic tray, which holds the rubber sleeve. Alright, here's a close-up of the PixelSkin rubber sleeve made by Speck. Now, I'm very excited to have this because of the all-around protection that's given to the back of the iPod Touch, as well as the perimeter. Now, at the bottom here, there's a generous opening to where I would still be able to have access to the dock and my headphone port. And then on the side here, there are buttons built into the rubber covering itself for the power button as well as the volume rocker keys. It's not as cool looking, I guess, as the Belkin that I had before, and it doesn't seem to be as streamlined as the Contour Showcase that I had after that. But overall, this is all about protecting my iPod Touch the best way possible during my runs, and I believe that this is going to be the best case scenario. No pun intended. Now that I have the iPod Touch inside of the Speck PixelSkin case, I have to say that I'm really liking it so far. I don't have to worry about any seams coming open. I don't have to worry about anything popping off of the iPod Touch if I were to drop it. This is basically protected from the entire back as well as the entire perimeter with the rubber. Now, what I should do next is get some sort of a screen protector to protect the glass of the front display. I have the volume keys and the power keys, which I can still control through the rubber of this Speck case. I also have access to the home key from the bottom part of the case, and I'll demonstrate that to you right now. Double click, it brings up music. And now that music is playing, I can also control the volume through the case. Alright? So I am right now controlling the volume of the music from pressing it through the case, and I also have control over the power button. Okay? Okay guys, so this is my first impression of the Speck PixelSkin iPod Touch case. I'm not trying to impress anybody with the look of my iPod Touch. As long as the thing works, that's basically all that I care about. So in the middle of my running with my Nike Sport Kit here, I am comfortable that I will be able to have as much protection as possible when I'm holding this and running with it in my hands during my 5 miles. And hopefully this will work out to where I will be keeping this permanently as my case for my device. You guys take care and stay safe.